What's up, Oriental Theater? Originally, I was just gonna do a 10-minute set, but then the festival organizers were like, Cayton-Holland, can you spit a fucking hot 75? This crowd wants it. I was like, that's all day. Does the Pope shit in the woods? And they're like, no, he was a former member of the Hitler Youth. And I was like, regardless, you got 75 out of me. How about a round of applause for the Laugh Track Comedy Festival and the Nix Brothers for putting this entire thing together. All the graphic design choices in the world, they said, no, we're sticking with the brick wall. We're standing by our choice. Because after this comedy marathon winds down, a couple of 90s death metal bands are coming by. We're gonna take some publicity shots. What's up, we're Stone Pony. We're here for the shoot. Just wait 15 minutes, man. What's up, we're Strike 'em Up, Throw 'em Out. Well, fuck you. That guy, hey buddy. I'd like to start out with a little crowd work, if you guys don't mind. I'll start with you, man. What's your name? What do you do for a living? Yeah, whatever, nice shirt, idiot. I'm not good at crowd work. I get really aggressive fast. And I'm sorry, you got waylaid by me there. It's amateur. Who the fuck are you with? Where's your press pass? Give me that press pass, man. VIP. VIP means camera. She has rights to my images. This is copyrighted. Give me some fucking press. It's out of control. Yeah, no more photos and no more eye contact. Went to the post office the other day because I needed a book of stamps. I'm like you guys, I mail shit. And I noticed they had a book of a Negro League baseball stamps. I'm a baseball enthusiast, so I went up in the line and I asked the white postal worker for a book of Negro League baseball stamps. And he gestured to the black guy in line next to us. And he goes, do you mean baseball stamps? I was like, oh my God, yes I do. Thank you so much. For a second, we almost reminded that guy that discrimination exists. Nope, I just need a book of baseball stamps here in post-racial utopia America. Thanks, friend. Everything's fine. Give me the one with the picture of Ty Cobb pushing Satchel Paige on a swing. That's my favorite stamp. What a history we have, huh? Everything's tops. That's so much more offensive to me to just gloss over history like that, you know? Like if the United States Postal Service is gonna release potentially controversial subject matter on their stamps, train the employees to deal with it. Don't just release a bunch of rogue revisionists on society to paint history however the fuck they want it. It's like, hey man, do you have any of those Holocaust memorial series? It's like, do you mean the Jewish weight loss series? Yeah, I did. I did mean that. Thank you for clarifying. Just fold your arms, look away. I'll be done in 63 minutes. It's when you perform this late after a 4-hour comedy marathon, you get a guy who's like on a 3-beer delay. He's like, that shit about Ty Cobb and Satchel Paige, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, that's so good, it's good. I'm fine. I'm fine. Around these here parts, there's a great bumper sticker, y'all probably seen it. It says, if God's not a Broncos fan, why are sunsets orange and blue? First of all, I don't know if you guys saw last season, God's definitely not a Broncos fan. They're probably his least favorite team. Second of all, I'm a Colorado Rockies fan, a pretty die-hard Colorado Rockies fan. So I rewrote that slogan for me. It goes, if my girlfriend's not a Rockies fan, how come her face is black and purple? It's a question that Ian Stewart and Dexter Fowler definitely know a thing or two about. I listen to a lot of those baseball games on the radio, and if you haven't listened to these games on the radio, there's the best ad I've ever heard in my entire life. When it gets to the fifth inning, this ad on the radio goes, "We've reached the bottom of the fifth. If you're at the bottom of your fifth, head to Applejack Liquors." Fucking brilliant. Don Draper wrote that ad. That is brilliant. Think of the subtext of that. It's like, hey, hero, you just drank fucking a half gallon of booze in 70 minutes. Why don't you get in the car and go to the liquor store? Your team's 6 under 500. Last time I checked, this is America. Due to previous contractual obligations to the MLB network, this game is blacked out in your area. If you're blacked out in your area, go to the Taco Bell drive-thru. Get a stranger pregnant. Who gives a shit? It's terrible. What's up, man? We're Lost Childhood. We're here for the shoot. When I was in second grade, sometimes I'd go into school, and the classroom would be arranged like an airplane. And we'd all sit in those seats, and using the powers of our second grade imaginations, we'd pretend to fly to lands all over the world and learn about foreign countries. The other day, I left $12 on a $6 food purchase because I fucked up calculating a 20% tip. Sometimes kids just need to go to school and do fucking math. I can tell you 90% of the animals that live on the Serengeti, if the big hand on the clock goes to 4 or 5, I don't know what's fucking happening. I got no idea. 4:30 meeting? Yeah, I'll be there at 3 or 6. Thanks, Montessori. I can't do anything. Fucking press girl got out of here, didn't she? Back to her fake rag and fake credentials. Flew Frontier the other day, kind of killing it. Gave us free TV for about 5 minutes. We get in the air, they cut that shit off. That's some bullshit, isn't it? Then the stewardess came by, swiped her card through the TVs of several soldiers that happened to be on board. And they gotta watch that shit the entire ride home. Filed that little nugget away. Next time I flew Frontier, stopped in at the Army surplus beforehand, got myself full fucking fatigues. Full fatigues. But I didn't get to enjoy all the free internet that they were giving me and free fucking television, because the second that plane took off, they suspected a man of being a terrorist, and we had to detain him for the entire flight. And I was the only person on board qualified to put my dick on his head for everyone's photographs. Support the troops, though. They're always right. 100% of the time. Sharpie was telling jokes about being an uncle because he's stealing my fucking act. But I'm an uncle too. I'm gonna take care of my nephew every Thursday. One of the first times I ever took care of him, I remember this vividly. I was lying on the floor of his nursery. I was throwing him up and catching him. I was throwing him up and catching him, because I'm a nice dude, made him smile. Basically shaking him up like a fucking pop can. What did I think was gonna happen? Of course it fucking happened. I want you to imagine a casserole dish filled with like tepid cream of mushroom soup. Overturn that. That's what fucking bellows out of my fucking nephew. Gets in my eyes, gets in my nose, gets in my fucking mouth, which is disgusting, but became way more disgusting when I realized that not 30 minutes ago did I just pump that kid full of 8 ounces of my sister's breast milk, which I then proceeded to Brita through a toddler directly into my own mouth. And I gotta tell you guys, that shit tastes way better straight out of the bottle. Just skip the middleman and take it straight out the bottle. The name of that joke is Incest Cottage Cheese. It's Incest Cottage Cheese. Clap it out. It's America. Clap it out. Sharpie and I are gonna do a tour of the Dirty Uncles of Comedy. Touching a funny bone near you. Sharpen to your Cayton-Holland. It's gonna be a good show. I want to write a crime novel about an aging tranny detective. I'm gonna call it Murder He She Wrote. Got one guy. But you know what? Your arms have come across and now you're paying attention. Let's be best friends. All right, good. 47 more minutes to go. My mom is from the South, so I grew up half racist. You know what? I'm not even telling that joke. Fuck it. You know what? Show's over. Fuck this sponsor. Someone needs a cape. Hold on. You know what? Fuck Image Brew. They don't even make good fucking signs. You can't even affix them to yourself to be a hero at the end of the show. I rigged a whole pulley system. I was gonna fly the fuck out of here. But Image Brew got cheap. The very fucking end. I don't know. I haven't been lit. What, I got 36 left? I can't drive stick shift, you guys. I don't know how to drive a stick shift car. I've heard everything. I've heard faggot, fuck you, but I've never heard just a very like half-assed, apathetic, descending boo. Like you wanted to participate. You're like, I should boo this theoretically, but I'm so tired. Man, let's go to sleep. Let's leave. I don't know how to drive a stick shift. And I used to have a girlfriend who loved to point that out. Any opportunity she got, she'd go out of her way to mention that. And finally, I was like, why do you have to keep bringing that up? Why do you have to mention that all the time? And she goes, don't you think it makes you less of a man that you can't drive stick shift? I was like, that's the most arbitrary set of standards I've ever heard. Does it make you less of a woman that you can't clean very well? And she was like, what are you talking about? My apartment's immaculate. I was like, yeah, but your vagina's a nightmare. Relationship over. Now give me a ride home. I don't know how to drive that thing, and it is freezing outside. Could have closed there. Instead, I'll close on a very weak pun. We were so in love, me and that girl. Oh my God, we were in love. She was a stripper, but she worked at the library by day, and her stage name was Synonym. A lot of comics, they want to close, they want to be carried off triumphantly on everyone's shoulder tops. You're the hero, Adam, you made the day. I want a slow sigh, similar to the way that she judged me. I want to like, yeah, that was a pun, but not a great pun. And a begrudging goodbye. Thank you very much, everyone. Good night.